Hello everyone. Have ever you wonder how the business decide the perfect price for a product without losing the profit, or how they stay competitive while keeping cost under control? You want to know the secret? The secret lies in the target costing. So in this video, I will not only simplify this concept for the ACC exam, but also share a practical example that will help to make this topic unforgettable. Trust me, by the end of this video, you will be pro at solving any target costing question. So let's divide into it. Okay, so before understanding this topic, let's understand about what is the target costing, right? So basically target costing is a pricing method where a company or where a business starts with the price that the market is willing to pay and subtracts the desired profit and works backward to determine the maximum cost they can afford to spend on the production. If we talk about in the simple way, it's a price strategy, okay, where company work backward, means company will just go into the market or have a conduct a research into the market where they will be able to determine the selling price that the customer are willing to pay for a particular product. Okay, and the company works backward, means once they will be identify the selling price from the market, they will decide what the profit margin they want to have. Okay, and then they will deduct profit margin from the selling price that the customer are willing to pay from the market, and the remaining will be the target cost, and business will decide that how to make those product or that particular product within those cost. Okay, so let's understand with the formula and example. Suppose as I said, target costing means selling price, estimated selling price, okay, or selling price that we got to know from the market, and then we will deduct desired profit margin. So as I said, it's a pricing strategy, obviously, where the business start with the price the market is willing to pay. That means that they will conduct a research in the market. They will got to know what the at what price the competitor is selling those product to the customer. Okay, and they will conduct the research and got to know the selling price of that particular product that they are willing to produce, and this will be the selling price, yeah. And then they will decide what the profit margin they want to have. Like they will ask, okay, 10% profit margin, 20% profit margin. Okay, so in the example as I have taken, imagine a company plan to sell a gadget for $500. So basically this 500 we have taken from the market research that we have conducted in the market, and I will say my company want to earn a profit of 100 from this unit. So remaining will be the 400, means 500 will be the selling price, 100 will be the profit margin, deducting will give the net amount, which is 400. So this will be the maximum cost that company will have to incur, or company will incur to produce the gadget while ensuring profitability. Okay, so you might be thinking why this is important, why we are moving backward, getting the selling price from the market, then deducting the profit margin. Obviously in the today time, we don't know what happens tomorrow, lots of factor that comes ahead. We need to revise our cost, selling price, profit margin. Then why we are moving to the concept of target costing? Because it keeps the cost under control, ensures profit, make the business competitive in the market. So basically, if we know that our competitor is selling the product at the 500, we will have a same selling price, and once we will decide our profit margin, we will also ensure that our stakeholder or shareholder who are investing in our business will get a profit. Obviously, if you are going to have an investment in the any of in a market, obviously you expect the return. Similarly, the case happened with the shareholder. They might be expecting the return from that investment, right? So we have to ensure that we will provide profit to them as well. And if we and the netting of give the 400 means this is the maximum cost that we can incur to produce the product. We can also decide or find the alternative way to produce the product below 400. That will be very good, right? So but we will ensure that our cost wouldn't go more than 400. and makes the business competitive in the market. If we are able to produce the product at 300, still we can even reduce our selling price to be a competitive in the market, or we will increase our profit margin so that the shareholder will be happy, right? So now let's learn about the key step in the target costing, and it is very 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 important. Okay, so for the ACCA student, it could be asked in the exam regarding the steps, or what you will do to be decide the target cost, right? So as I said, the first step is to conduct. You need to find out the selling price, and for that you need to conduct a market research. Okay, so once you based on those market research, you will got to know how much customer are willing to pay for that product. Okay, and next step is to decide the profit margin. Okay, the profit margin means how much profit that company wants at per unit, okay, or shareholder wants, right? So then we will decide, then we will calculate a target cost, as I mentioned in the formula earlier. You can see here. So this is the formula of target cost, selling price minus desired profit, right? And the last step is to optimize the production, negotiate with supplier, and find the efficient way to reduce the cost. Okay, so we need to do anything to keep the cost of the product that we have decided, or below that, not more than that. So now let's take a quick example to bring this concept to the life. Suppose a company is launching a smartwatch, right? And the selling price based on the market research we got to know it's $200. And the desired profit that our company or shareholder wants is 50. Okay, and accordingly the target cost will be 200 minus 50. It will give the 150, right? So this means company must produce the smartwatch for 150 or less to stay profitable. Okay, so now what if estimated cost is 160? Huh? If we incur the cost more than 150, that's 160. So what if the estimated cost is 160? So that's where cost reduction strategy comes into the play, and let me explain how the business handles this. And if such situation occurs, it is known as target cost gap. So we are not able to meet our target cost, and the gap occurs. That's amount 10. Now the company will plan strategy. So this basically, this concept will also be useful for the SBL student. Obviously it's all about the strategic decision. So here you have to decide a strategic point of view, how the business will handle this situation. I have shared a few of the strategy. Let me move to the next slide. Okay, so reducing the target cost gap. So when the estimated cost exceeds the target cost, it creates a cost gap. And to close this gap, business use the following technique. One is the value engineering. So in this technique, a company focus on reducing the cost without compromising the quality of the product. For example, replacing expensive material with the cost-effective alternatives. And next we have a process improvement, means a streamlined operation to eliminate waste and inefficiency. We can also use the standard costing that will also help to reduce the wastage. Supplier negotiation. We will negotiate better with the supplier who will provide a huge discount or cost effective, right? So we will switch to this cost effective supplier, right? Or fourth is outsourcing. We will delegate specific tasks to the specialized firm to save our money. Okay, and the last is economize of scale. So increase our production to reduce the cost per unit. Okay, so these are the strategies. There might be many more, but you need to think what could be the possible. There could be more possible ways as well. As I mentioned, you can use the standard costing as well to reduce the the best is, right? And other, what could be the other option? Yeah, as I explained, like, regarding the value engineering, process improvement, supplier negotiation, or you can substitute the materials with the like a cheaper one, but don't compromise with the quality. It's same as like value engineering. You can also use the as I said, outsource the specific tasks, or like to the specialized firm who will complete those tasks in the sort of time frame, right? So this will be the strategy. So now, most important exam tips for the ACCA students. So you need to understand the formula. Okay, they might ask you to calculate the target cost, and you have to also analyze the scenario. If this question asks in the section C, look for the clue in the question about the market price, desired profit, and the cost gap, and focus on the practical example. Like ACC, you know, ACC loves the real world application. So practice a lot of question from your hub or kit, whichever material you are using. And if you are stuck, then let me know in the comment box. I will help you out, and I have solved the few questions as well. I will put the link of the same in the description box. Go and check it out. And last, time management. Focus on the time management to save your time. So that's about the today video. So thank you so much, guys. I hope this video are useful, and to learn concept of similar kind of concept of any topic, follow my channel. Stay tuned for the more updates. So thank you so much, guys. Have a good day.